Welcome students to our next class. Today we will learn stepping stone method, which comes under transportation. Basically we have done the transportation method using northwest corner method, least cost method and Vogel's approximation method, VAM. So if you haven't seen yet the previous videos, you are welcome to view the previous videos on least cost method, northwest corner method and VAM. You can find it in the playlist description. Now, as I told earlier that after solving the transportation problem with northwest corner method or least cost or VAM, we have to check optimality, whether the solution is optimal or not. That is optimization we are doing. So earlier we have done the UV method or MODI method, modified distribution table we have done. Now today is another method which is in your syllabus, so you can expect questions from this particular topic in semester examinations. So this particular topic, that is the stepping stone method, is used to check the optimality of a transportation problem. Okay, so myself Viraj Mohinder, I again welcome you to MechPro classes. Let us start today's problem. I have the problem for you. I've written down the problem. I think it is visible to you. If you have any visibility problem or sound problem, you can comment in the comment section. Okay. So let us start to our today's topic, that is the stepping stone method. I have sorted a problem for you in which we will solve this particular problem using northwest corner method. And if you are having any problem with northwest corner method, you can see my previous video on northwest corner method. So this problem says, but today our main concentration will be on the stepping stone method only. Okay. So this problem says a manufacturing firm has 3 plants A, B and C and 3 warehouses at Mumbai, Nagpur and Bangalore. Their capacities and requirements are shown in table below. Okay, there is no other condition. Any plant can transport the product to any warehouses up to its requirement. Next, we have to find the most economical shipment to minimize the total transportation cost. Now, they have asked specially to apply stepping stone method. This is the stepping S. This is the S. So, this is the stepping stone method. Now, as we have the problem in front of you, these are the warehouses. These are the plants. The plants, they are manufacturing the products which they have to transport from this particular plants to this destination, Mumbai, Nagpur and Bangalore. So let us start this problem by solving northwest corner method. As we know, in northwest corner method we are using this direction. So this is north, this is south, this is west, this is east. So we will start from filling this direction only. Okay. If you haven't seen the northwest corner video, I advise you to please kindly see the video on northwest corner method for solving transportation problem. That will help you to better understanding for solving this method. I will directly solve using this particular method only. Okay. I am not going to describe the method in detail. So you can have here, this is the capacity over here given and this is the demand over here is given. We have to allocate in such a way that the transportation cost for this particular plants to destinations say P, Q and R becomes the minimum. Okay, so we have to optimize. Let us see. So northwest corner method, this is the northwest direction. Okay, so this one is the cell we have to allocate. Now we have capacity 40 and demand 50. So we have to choose the list of these two. So 40 is the list, so we have to allocate in this particular cell 40. We have allocated and this becomes 0. So we can cancel this row out and we take 40 from here. So this becomes 15. Okay. Now let us come to the next matrix. Next matrix, this is the northwest corner. So we have to choose the minimum of this capacity and demand. So this is 15. Okay. So it will become 0. And this will become 35. Okay. Now this one becomes 0. Okay. So coming to this particular matrix, we have got 35 and 45 over here. So we will select 35 here. This becomes 0 and this becomes how much? 10. Okay. Now we have exhausted this row. So it becomes 0. So we can strike it out. Now remaining these two, we have to select this one 40 and this is 10. So we are having 10 over here. This becomes 0 and 10 goes, 30 remains over here. Okay. So now 30 here, 30 here. That means it is a correct way. So we have to select 30 over here. So both of the demand and capacity exhausts. Okay. So we have solved this particular method using northwest corner method. Now we have to calculate the total cost. As we earlier had done in our previous videos, we have to calculate the total cost of transportation. And what is the method to calculate? Simple. You have to find the allocated cells, which are the allocated cells, and we have to multiply the unit cost. This denotes unit costs, 11, 9, 6, 12, 14, 11, 10, 8, 10. These are the unit cost to transport from A to P or A to Q or A to R or B to P likewise. Okay. So we have to first calculate 40 into 11 plus 12 into 15 plus 14 into 35 plus 8 into 10 plus 10 into 30. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I have written all the allocations accordingly. Now we have to sum it up after multiplication. So it gives me, I think it will come around 1490. Okay, this much. Now this was the earlier method. We already know, we have the idea of northwest corner method, but today we are mainly focusing on the stepping stone method. Okay. So we have got the value after solving it with northwest corner method. Now we have to check the optimality of the solution, whether this cost is optimal or not. We have to check it out by stepping stone method. And what is that particular stepping stone method says? For checking optimality using stepping stone method, we have to find the unallocated cells over here. Look, these are the unallocated cells. These are these ones. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 unallocated cells are over here. Okay. Now this you can say also as 4 water squares. Okay. This in this particular stepping stone method, they say this as the water squares. These unallocated cells are known as water squares in the stepping stone method. For this particular matrix, we have AQ, AR, B, R, C, P. So these are the 4 water squares in this particular matrix. Now, a closed path has to be established for water square using horizontal or vertical lines from the selected water square via stone squares back to the same water squares. Okay, I will let you know how to draw it. Just know the procedure first. Okay, so first you have to establish water square using horizontal or vertical, okay, lines from the selected water square, say this one or this one or this one. Okay, then you have to say you have started from here, you have to come back here only. Okay, and you have to go to the allocated cells as well. You have to go to the allocated cells via horizontal or vertical lines, and you have to come back to this particular cells where you have started. So keep in mind that thing. This is the first step. Okay, and one more thing, you can take turn. Say this turn, this is a turn. Okay, or this turn, this is a turn, or this one. You can take turn only in the allocated cells only. That means if you are starting from here, you have to go likewise here, or you can go here, but this will take a longer path. So if you start from here, say, and u comes to here, then only this is the allocated cell. I have allocated here. So this is the allocated cell. You can take turn here only. That means you can turn from here to here. This is also allocated, so you can turn here also. But say you are coming here, but this is not allocated cell, so you cannot turn here. You have to go in a straight line or vertical line, whatever. So keep in mind, while you are in the allocated cell, you are only allowed to take a right turn or left turn, whatever is applicable. Okay. So in the unallocated cell, you are not allowed to take turn. This is the main thing in a stepping stone method. Okay. Now, after allocating or making a closed loop, alternate plus and minus, starting from plus. Okay. Alternate plus and minus signs have to be assigned on closed path. Okay. Starting with plus sign in the selected water square. Now I will construct the loops. Now for constructing the loops, the stepping stone method says we have to construct loops for the all the unallocated cells. Now we have to find the unallocated cells over here. That is the water squares. Let us write the water squares name first. So water squares. Which are the water squares here? Look, A, Q. So we have AQ, AR, BR. Next CP. Okay. So for this particular number of water square, we have to make closed loop. Okay. AQ, AR, BR, CP. Next. So I have already made the water squares. Just we have to make the loop. Look, AQ, BR, okay, AR and CP. So I have just made the matrices in where I have to draw the loops. This is the matrix you can see, and this matrix only I have drawn over here for saving the time. Okay. So you can see 40, 11. Look, 40, 11. 9, 6, 12, 15. Okay. These are the allocations. So I have marked it in a circle. These are the allocations. Okay. And these are the unit costs. And these are the allocations. These are the allocations you can see over here. 40, 15, 35, 40, 15, 35. Okay. So the same thing, the same matrix I have drawn over here. Okay. For 4 closed path we have to do, as because we have 4 water squares over here. Okay. Now say we start from closed path AQ. Now how to make the loop? I earlier said you that we have to start with the unallocated cell. Okay. So first we are going to do a closed loop for the water square AQ. So AQ we have to start from this one, AQ. Let us make a different color for your clearness. Let us start for AQ. We have to start from this cell only. Okay. So we will start making a loop, and we have to keep in mind we have to go allocated cells, and we have to take turn. We are allowed to take turn only in the allocated cells. Okay. So first we have to make a horizontal or vertical, whatever you want to. Okay. So let us make a horizontal, say. So from there I will go there. This is a horizontal line. From here I will go there. As because I can take turn, as because it is a allocated cell, so I can take a turn. This is also allocated cell, I can take a turn. And we have to close the loop. We have to keep in mind that we have to close the loop. So this is the loop. I think you understand. And if you haven't understand, you are always welcome to comment in the comment section. Okay. So the next step is we have to allocate alternate plus and minus sign. Plus from the starting one. So starting is plus. Okay. Next is the negative one. Next again is the plus. Next again is the minus. Okay. So for this particular AQ, we have complete the loop. Okay. That is a closed. We have the closed loop. Now, first of all, we will make all the loops, then we will come to the calculation portion. Now let us take the AR. For AR, we have to calculate, say AR is this one. Okay, so you know we cannot take turn for in an unallocated cell, so we have to move from here, right? Okay, so let us go there. This is the horizontal line. We have to start with positive, alternating minus, then is the allocated cell, so we can take a turn. Okay, always give the arrow marks. Okay, always give the arrow marks from where you are going. Next, come to this is also allocated, so you can take turn. Okay, this is also allocated, you have to take turn. You have to take turn. Okay, you have to take turn, so I have to take turn. Next, this is also allocated cell, you have to take turn. You have to take turn. This is also a allocated cell, you have to take turn. Okay, so we have to close the loop as well. Okay, now the loop is closed. So plus minus again plus again minus, so it will go in a alternate fashion. Minus, then it is plus, then again it is minus. So I have completed the loop. Now come to the water square BR. Okay, so A B C P Q R, P Q R A B C. Okay, so this is BR. BR, this means this one. Okay, so for BR we have to start from here. Okay, this one, again this one, these are allocated cell, we have to take turn, this one and this one. Okay, and alternate plus minus, starting from plus minus, plus minus plus minus. Okay, so you have closed the loop. Now come to the path CP. Okay, now start from here, go here, making a horizontal line. Okay, though it not seems as horizontal, but sorry for my drawing, it is a horizontal. Okay, think of it as a horizontal. Next you have to take turn, as because it is allocated cell. Okay, again take turn, as because it is also allocated cell. Next again take turn. Okay, now you have to close the loop. You have closed the loop. So from starting plus, then alternative minus, then also plus, then minus. So we have closed the loop. Now we have all the closed path for the water square. Okay, so we can now write the paths and the net cost change we have to calculate. How to calculate? Let me show you. Okay, for this path AQ, I can write as AQ gives you AQ. We have started AQ, then AP, then BP, then BQ. So we can write in this fashion. We have started from AQ, then we have gone to AP, then we have gone to BP, then we have gone to PQ, and last one will be same as first one, as we have to close the loop. Okay, now the net cost change. How to calculate the net cost change? Okay, for calculating net cost change, look, this is the plus. Okay, this is the minus. Okay, so just you have to take the symbol and write the unit cost like this. First one plus 9, next one minus 11, third one plus 15, fourth one is minus 14. I think this will be 12, not 15, as because 15 is the allocated and these are the unit costs. So we have to keep in mind that we have to write the unit costs only in calculating net cost change. Okay, so that will be minus 9, minus 11, plus 12 is plus 12, and minus 14. Okay, now it is clear to you, is 14. Okay, so this will give you around minus 4, I think. Okay, so minus 4. Now let us calculate this one. Now I think you can calculate this one. Let us calculate. See, this is the AR. So we have got AR. AR says AR, then AP. Okay, so I can write the path for you. AR, then AP, then BP. Okay, BP. Then we have come to BQ. Okay, so BQ. Then we have to come to CQ. CQ. Then we have come to CQ. Then CR. Okay, CR, and last we have to close the path, that is AR. Okay. Now let us write the net cost change. Net cost change. That gives you. Let us start from here. Plus 6. Plus 6 minus 11. Okay. Minus 11. Then plus 12 minus 14. This one. Plus 8. Okay. Minus 10. Okay. So how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this gives you 6 minus 11, 8, 9, minus 9. Okay. Minus 1, 9. Okay. So next come to closed path BR. This one. BR. So for this path you can write BR, then BQ. Okay. BQ. Then CQ. Okay. Then CR. Okay. Then again you have to come to the starting point BR. Okay. BR. Now the net cost change. Net cost change gives you plus 11. Okay. Plus 11 minus 14. Okay. Plus 8. Okay. Minus 10. That will give you minus 5. Now come to this one. Minus 5. Now come to this one. This is the CP. CP gives you CP. Okay. CP. Then CQ. Okay. Then BQ. Then BP. CP. Then CQ. Then BQ. Then BP. Then again come back to original position CP. Okay. Now net cost change gives you CP plus 10 minus 10. No, minus 8. We have to write the unit costs only. Okay. Minus 8 plus 14. Plus 14 minus 12. This one is 12 minus 12. Okay. Clear? So this gives you plus 4. Now the next step is very important. You have to take the maximum negative among all the water squares. Okay. From this it is clear that water square AR, this one, AR is selected, which is having the largest negative cost change. Okay. It is I think it is clear to you. So this means the selection of square AR for improvement means that a better solution is possible by moving units. By moving units into this square will disturb conditions of supply and demand, and therefore the units are shifted from each negative square into each positive square to keep supply and demand conditions satisfied. We have to change in such a way. So we have to work in this particular path, closed path AR. So from this particular loop you can see you have to find the selected cells. Okay. So this is the allocations: 30, then 10, okay, then 35, okay, then 40. These are the allocations we already allocated. These are the allocations. So among these allocations we have to select the negative ones. Okay. So negative you can see over here. This is the negative, this is the negative, and this is the negative. Okay. So we are having 3 cells as negative values. Okay. Now after selecting the negative cells, you have to choose the minimum of the negative values. Okay. I think I have to repeat once more for your clarification. Look, after calculating the net cost change of the all water square, you have to take the water square which is having maximum net cost change, means negative. Okay, the maximum negative change you have to consider. Okay, and you have to select the negatively allocated cells, which are minus this. Okay, there are 3 negatively allocated cells for this particular water square AR. Next step is you have to select the list of the negatively allocated cell. Now it comes here 30 only. Okay, so the maximum number of units which can be moved along the closed path is 30 for this particular, which is the smallest of the figures, or you can say stones at the negative sign squares on the closed path. On the closed path only you have to choose. Keep in mind. Okay, now after choosing this one, this is the least negative one. Okay, you have to minus this particular 30, number 30 from the negative cells, this one, and you have to add 30 to the positive ones, just like the Modi method. If you haven't watched the Modi method, I suggest you to first watch the Modi method or UV method. I have already done a video on it, so you will have a clear understanding on that also. So you have to choose a 30 and you have to subtract 30 from the negative cells, from these values only, not these values. Okay, from these allocated values. Okay, next you have to add 30 to the positive valued cells, these ones. Okay, so what we are getting, I have already made that for saving your time, let me see. I have that. Okay, I have got this. Look, the same matrix I have done. Look, this one matrix, you can see over here, this one matrix. Okay, so that look, here are the same matrix I have written over here, just I have subtracted 30 from the negative value cells and added 30 to the positive value cells. You can check it out. Look, minus 40, let us start from here. Okay, I think it is clear to you now. Yeah, so this is 30, we have to minus 30 from negative values. So first negative value cell is this one, AP, 40, minus 30 gives you 10. So you are getting, I think. Okay, next come to this cells, 15, you have to, this is plus sign, so you have to plus 30, that is 15 plus 30 gives you 45. No problem, I think. Next come to this cell. This cell is negative, so you have to negative, that is you have to minus 30, 35 is the greater one, so 35 minus 30 gives you 5. Okay, no problem. Next come to this cell. This cell is positive, so you have to add 30 plus 10, so this is 30 plus 10, this gives you 40. Okay, no problem, I think. Now come to this cell only. So this cell gives you 30 minus 30, there is no allocation, so I have crossed it out. Okay, next the last cell, it is this one. This cell is, there was no allocations over here. Okay, so you can take it as a 0. So now you have to add 30 plus 0 gives you 30. So we have this new, transportation matrix. Now we have to again calculate the transportation cost. Okay, so in order to calculate the total transportation cost, the same rule applies over here also after applying the stepping stone, or you can say this is the first iteration table. Okay, I have written it over here. This is the transportation matrix, here you can see it, and this is the first iteration. After first iteration we have to again calculate the total transportation cost. Now how to calculate? Simple method, the same method we have used earlier to calculate the transportation cost. That is, now the new allocations you have to multiply it with the unit costs. Okay, the new allocations gives over 10 over here, likewise 30, then 45, then 5, then 40, and 0 over here, so no allocations. So allocate cells we have to only calculate the total transportation cost. Let us calculate. The first one gives you 10 into 11 plus 30 into 6, okay, plus 45 into 12 plus you have 5 into 14. Okay, next comes 40 into 8, which gives you, I have calculated it, 1220. So you can see from the previous one, here it is We have earlier solved it using northwest corner method, and we are getting around 1490. So you can see after first iteration, there is a first iteration of this stepping stone method, we have got a reduction in transportation cost 1220. Okay, now is this table optimal? We have to check again. Same method we have to apply, and we have to find whether the net cost change is coming, any of the net cost change is coming as negative or not. Is any of them is coming as negative, that means it can be optimal again. We have to perform second iteration. Let us see. Now we have to find the water squares. Same method. We have to find the water squares. So which are the water squares? You can now know these are the non-allocated cells. This one, this one, this one. So this one also. This one is 0. So this one also non-allocated cells. So I will write the non-allocated cells. Okay. First is the AQ. So this is the AQ. Okay. Next is this one BR. Okay, BR. Next is CP. And the last one is CR. You can say CR. Okay. So now the path I will just write it. Okay. So no need to do again this type. Every time you need not to do this exhaustive calculations. Now as you know how to do it, how to perform this particular iteration, you can do the second iteration in your mind only. Okay. Now let us do for AQ. Okay, I will help you how to do for AQ. Say you are starting with this one AQ, then you have to come AP, then you have to come BP, then you have to come say BQ. Okay, then you have to again go to AQ. Okay. So alternatively you have to put plus and negative minus signs also. This one, this one, this one. Okay. So let us have the closed path. Okay. AQ, then AP, then BP, then BQ, then AQ. Now the net cost change you have to calculate simultaneously. Look, plus 9. Okay. So I will write down and we will calculate accordingly. Plus 9 minus 11 plus 12 minus 14. I think you are having it. Okay. So if you are having any problem in finding this thing, you can rewind the video back and you can see the first iteration. And if then also you are having a problem, you can comment in the comment section or you can call me. Okay. Next, BR. For BR. Look, BR, then AR. Okay. Then AP. Okay. Then BP. Okay. Then BR. So this is the closed path. So I'll write it down. BR, AR, AP, BP, BR. Okay. For CP. So we'll start with CP, then BP, then BQ. Okay. These are the allocated cells. So we must take a turn. Okay. So CP, then BP, then BQ, then you can take a turn from here CQ. Okay. Then we have to come back to the original position CP. Okay. So CP, then BP, then BQ, then CQ, then CP. Okay. Now for CR, we will calculate this one only. Okay. First we just need to find the path. That is a more important, more exhaustive one. So we will calculate first the path only. CR, we will start from here only. Okay. Then we will go to the AR. We have to go AR as because it is unallocated. We cannot allow to take turn. Okay. So CR, then AR, then we are allowed to take turn. AR, then we are going AP as because this is unallocated. We cannot take turn. So we have to come over here. Next we have to move from here. So then AP after, then we will come to BP. Then we are again have to take turn as because this is allocated cell. So this is a turn. BQ, then CQ as because this is allocated, we have to take turn CQ, then we have to come back to CR. So this is CR. So it goes this one, this one, this one, this one, this one in this path only. Okay. And accordingly we have to put plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. I suggest you to solve this particular problem in home without seeing the solution first. Let you have the ability to do it in your own way. If you find any problem, then you can watch the solution. Okay, it will help you to gain more confidence. Now let us write the path only. CR, from CR, then CR, then AR. Okay, so it gives CR, AR, then AP, then BP, then BQ, then comes CQ, then comes CR. Okay, now as we have all the closed path, we can calculate the net cost change. Okay, for this one, plus 9 minus 11 plus 12 minus 14 is minus 4 only. Okay, minus 4. Okay. For this one, BR, AR, AP, BP, BR. You can see, I'll just write it down. If you are having any problem in understanding, you can comment in the comment section. I'll just write it down. I have found it from this table only. Okay, you can check it out. Okay, so this is coming around plus 4. Next one is plus 10 minus 12 plus 14 minus 8 equal to plus 4, and the last one is plus 12 and plus 12 minus 8 plus 13 minus 14 plus 16 minus 10 equal to plus 9 only. Okay, now look, minus is coming over here. Okay, so this table also is not optimal, as because one of the water square is coming as negative. So we have to again perform another iteration. That is the second iteration we have to perform. No need to worry, just stick around for few minutes. We will just have the second iteration in a few minutes and we will be having the optimal solution. Okay, I have already made the second table. Look, it will save your time, so just stick around for a few minutes. Look, as this is not optimal, we have to again perform the second step. Which is the second step? We have to check which one is the most negative one among this particular water square. So this is only the negative one, so we have to select this AQ path only. Okay, so AQ path, you have to select AQ path. AQ path is this one, AQ is this one, so this is the AQ path. Okay, so if you see, this is the positive, this is the negative, this is the positive again, and this is the negative. So we have two cells of negative. One is 5 and another is 10. So least is the 5. So we have to select this 5 and we have to subtract 5 from negatively allocated cells, and we have to add 5 to the positively allocated cells. Okay. So after doing this one, the same thing I have written over here to save your time, you know. So if you can see from there, look, this is non-allocated 0. You can say it is 0. So 5 plus 0, it gives you 5. Now this is 10. 10 minus 5, this gives you 5. And this is plus, so 45 plus 5 gives you 50, and this is 5, you know, and this is negatively allocated cell, so 5 minus 5 gives you I have crossed it, that is 0 only, you can say. Okay, so this is our next table. So we have to calculate from here only, is this second iteration, you know, this is second iteration, is optimal or not, we have to check out. Okay, first we have to calculate the transportation cost. After second iteration, what will be the transportation cost? The same method I will calculate to find the transportation cost, that is 5 into 11 plus 50 into 12 plus 5 into 9. Okay, 5 into 9 plus 30 into 6 plus 40 into 8. Okay, this will give you 1200. Look how much the reduction is coming for each and every table. Look, the first one was, I think this one is the first one, this one 1490. Okay, the second, after second iteration we are getting 1220, and the third this was the northwest corner method, this was the northwest corner method, we are getting 1490, and the first iteration gives us 1220, and the second iteration are coming around 1200. So there is a reduction gradually, you can see after each iteration we are getting a reduction of cost. Okay, so we are proceeding in the optimal solution. Okay, so now again we have to calculate the water squares. Okay, so water squares, just calculate which are the water squares. You can see these are all the allocated, so no water square. So these two are the water square, you can say BQ and BR. So I will write it here, BQ, BR, and then CP and CR. CP and CR. Just a few minutes more and we will be in the optimality table, okay, or the solution will be optimized. So for BQ, we have the closed path. You know how to calculate BQ, closed path. BQ starting from here, then we will go to AQ, then we will take a turn AP, as because this is allocated AP, then you will take a turn say BP, then we will come back to the original position, that is a BQ. Okay, so the path will be BQ, then AQ, then AP, then BP, then BQ, you know, that is the total one. Next comes the BR. So we'll start from here, where we'll go AR, then as this is allocated, so we will take a turn, then you know, into this AP, then again we have to come to the BR, you know. So I will write the path for you: BR, then AR, then AP, then BP, then BR. Okay. So similarly, you can see also for CP. We will start from a CP, then AP, then you know, AQ, then CQ, and then CR. Okay. You can also check it out from here. I'll just write it down: AP, AQ, okay, AQ, then CQ, then CP. For CR we are having CR, AR, AQ, CQ, and then CR only. Okay, so now next is the net cost change. You know how to calculate net cost change. Okay, for this BQ we have plus 14. You can check it from here only. Okay, for BQ, this one BQ, starting from here, this will be positive, then negative, then positive, then negative. Okay, so I am not just showing you, I just writing you the values only. Okay, I have solved it out, so I am just doing the calculation portions only. You can check it out, or you are having any problem, you can comment in the comment section if you having any problem in understanding. Okay, 11 minus 12 equal to plus 4, and this one gives plus 10 minus 11 plus 9 minus 8 equal to plus 0, and this one gives plus 10 minus 8 plus 9 minus 8 equal to plus 5. Okay, you can now you can also verify it, cross verify it from here only. You will find these values only. Okay, you know how to calculate these values only. Okay, now as you can see, now all are positive or 0. That means it is optimal table. Okay, this is optimal table. So now you can say this net from this observation you can say the net cost change of all water square is positive. Hence the optimal solution is obtained with the total transportation cost of rupees 1200. So the total optimal cost is, you can say, for this particular, you know, this matrix, for this matrix is rupees how much? 1200 only. So that's all for the stepping stone method. I hope you have enjoyed the session. Thank you very much.